Alex Cora will bring his luggage when he arrives in Boston to be manager of the Red Sox, but he won't be bringing any baggage. He has a history with the Red Sox, but he is not burdened by history. He is familiar to us as a player, sure, yet unfamiliar as a manager for the simple reason there are no Cora lineup cards to examine, no late-in-the-night pitching changes of his to dissect and analyze. He is, in other words, the very personification of new and shiny. This makes him something of a mystery man, which makes him the perfect choice to be introduced today as the next manager of the Boston Red Sox. Think back to the non-stop speculating that began swirling from the moment John Farrell was dismissed. Every beat writer, every columnist, every talk show host, every fan, had his or her opinion as to who possessed the right stuff for the job. The next step, and we all played this long-running New England off-season parlor game, was to weigh in on each candidate's pluses and minuses. Ron Gardenhire plus winning track record, -2 old school and, thus, perhaps, out of touch with today's younger players. Brad Ausmus plus New England roots, not to mention having managed for Red Sox president of baseball ops Dave Dombrowski when the two men were with the Detroit Tigers. Minus has been known to get a little annoyed when quizzed about in-game decisions, which wouldn't go over well in baseball-crazy New England. Alex Cora, let's skip directly to the minus, has never managed before. In any other year, that would absolutely be a minus. In any other market, it would raise eyebrows. Not now, not here. Red Sox fans should celebrate, not question, Cora's lack of managerial bona fides. For if ever there was a team in need of a manager with his own ideas, his own approach, his own way of dealing with clubhouse cliques and bruised egos, it's the Boston Red Sox. Most Sox players are happy the Sox made a managerial change. While it's true Farrell tried very hard to be a player's manager, his attempts too often bordered on the comical. A pitcher could get lit up, but Farrell would go on and on, about how said pitcher seemed to settle down, had great late break, blah, blah, blah. It never won him the clubhouse, especially insecure David Price. Yeah, we'll be hearing from a lot of Red Sox players about how excited they are about Cora, that they're looking forward to working with the new skipper. Of course they are. I bet they're a little nervous as well, because they're just as much in the dark as the rest of us. They simply have no idea what they're getting into. Cora is 42. This makes him the youngest manager the Red Sox have hired since the late Dick Williams, 36 at the time, was hired for the 1967 season. The similarities end there, of course, as Cora couldn't possibly be the kind of scorched earth my way or the highway type that Williams was. The times wouldn't allow it. But Williams certainly surprised people, as when he stripped Carl Yastrzemski of captaincy during spring training. He also demanded accountability and professionalism, and in doing so he forced his players to focus on the common good rather than themselves. No current member of the Red Sox can ring up a former teammate who played for Cora and ask what's he like. Cora's tenure as bench coach of the World Series champion Houston Astros doesn't count. That was A.J. Hink's team. Bench coaches don't have to make unpopular lineup decisions, they don't have to explain them to the media, and they don't have to pay the consequences if they don't work out. Every member of the Red Sox needs to impress the new guy. And at the beginning, they won't be quite sure how to do it. For Price in particular, it's too poor shut-up time. He need only pitch great in 2018 to be beloved by Sox fans. We saw a taste of that during the division series when Fenway roared its approval as the lefty was mowing down the Astros in relief, but if he continues to give the back of his head to his manager, as he did with Farrell, he'll get crushed. It's a whole new ballgame for the Red Sox, who'll be led by a first-time manager. And to repeat, that's a plus.